Hi, my name is Sage and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be drawing a heart, but an atomically correct heart, but kind of atomically correct because it's also going to be lava. And you may be like, oh my goodness, I see you drawing some, flowers, and they don't make it into the final cut because I was like, you know what, this lava heart, all it needs is itself. It's an independent lava heart. You might see them pop up, but just don't get attached to them because they're not gonna be seen, they're gonna be gone. And you'll probably be like, why is this lava heart blue, dude? What's going on here? I'm confused. I was confused too. Because the original plan was to make the heart kind of like black, but I wanted to start with like a blue kind of base going on because I wanted it to be gold to be melting off of it, you know what I'm saying? So that was my thought process because blue and yellow are complementary colors. So I was in my head, I was like, damn, okay, we'll make this heart blue and then we will just add some gold on it. But like again, I want to start with like a blue base and then we can just build like up top of like the shadows and the lighting, and then all of that gets thrown out the window because then I decide lava heart instead of gold dripping heart, which honestly I think turned out pretty cool in the end. So honestly, it's fine because you know what? One thing that I noticed, at least with me, I don't know about y'all, but if y'all are an artist and y'all are watching this, you may be like, I follow a very like specific outline and then the outline becomes like the final product. I can't do that. I'm more just like, this is an outline and then wherever the journey takes me, it takes me. I am just on the journey. I do not decide the destination. I just arrive. At least that's my art process. And during like this part of making like the blue heart, I am using the soft airbrush and the technical pen and I believe some gouache as well. And then this next upcoming part is the fun part. I turn the heart like a more of a blacky color because I was like, damn, if I keep layering this, because I was thinking, I was approaching it as like, like an actual like painting rather than like a digital painting, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep layering stuff. I love layers. And then I was like, you know what, let's just color drop some black and put in like different types of black, figure out which ones that I like, and then move on from there. And then I end up going in and then I turn it to kind of, it almost was looking a little steampunky to me, and I love steampunk, don't get me wrong. However, that wasn't what I was going for. So then, completely off topic, but I just realized, I was like, what's that little like white dot thing in like the corner of like me? What's going on there? It's my water bottle. If you haven't drank anything today, drink some. We can be hydrated together. Yeah. My heart rock is looking kind of like, kind of like cavey. Like you would find some Zubats in there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, okay. But it's still looking a little shiny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting like steel, but I'm getting like cave at the same time. And that's not what I'm going for either. So then I decide to add some magma. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's cool. I mean, it's really hot, but still. And one of the things, because in my head I was picturing a different type of rock because there's so many different types of rocks out there. Like look, there's pyrite, we got some pyrite here, there's amethyst, there's adventurine or adventurine, however you want to say it. But yeah, like there's so many different types and I just wasn't, what I was seeing in my head wasn't happening on my screen, and I was like, okay, you know what, magma time, because we gotta go with the flow. Get it? So here I am putting in the lava parts, which is super exciting. My only goal like right now is to just make it look like everything's kind of like thick and flowing, because obviously lava's a little thicker than like like water or anything like that. So what I really wanted to do is just kind of like put everything together kind of like a puzzle, because I still want it to look like a uniform shape of a heart, but I still want it to have like the texture and like the flow of lava. Ooh, and then one thing that I also really want to mention too, so for like the dark lava parts, so kind of like the rocky parts that are showing through, they are mostly blue and green, mostly blue, and the reason why is because I wanted them to have more of cool colors, so they are very a stark contrast compared to all the warmth that's around them. And I really wanted to mention that too because I just find that it really just accentuates accentuates everything. Like it brings out the best in both worlds, in the warmth and the cool. Ooh, and I also really wanted to mention this too. So one of my favorite pen brushes in Procreate is the light pen, just because it's neon and I love neon colors. I think they're so much fun. And I used actually the yellow with the light pen to do the bright highlights on the bottom of the heart. I didn't really do too much on the top with that specific brush, but on the bottom, that's what I used. And then the brushes that I use for the lava and the rocks itself is the technical pen and the soft airbrush, just to lay down the colors. But then to blend everything out, I actually used the charcoal brushes. I found them very good for the texture that I was going for. And I really enjoyed how everything was coming along, because I was thinking about using the painting brushes as I normally do, but I decided to branch out into some charcoal because I actually saw that a lot of people recommend using charcoal brushes specifically for like any rocky textures, and I was like, oh my god, say less. So I did that, and I would highly recommend it too. And now I'm gonna give you some lava/volcano facts, because I think that's interesting, because you know what, why not? Why not? Okay, so get this. The largest volcano found in our solar system is actually on Mars. Lava can reach 1250 degrees Celsius. That is so hot, man. Like when I think about turning on the oven, I never think, damn, you know what this cake needs? 1250 degrees Celsius. No, it doesn't. It never will. But I do know, okay, so get this, in Iceland, there's actually a place that you can go, because I always really wanted to visit it, where they actually bake bread, and they bake the bread in the ground, because the hot springs all around it causes enough heat, so then the bread actually rises in the ground, and then they take it out, and then you can eat bread. I just think that's amazing. I love bread so much, and that's such a fun thing. And I'm also gonna tell you some fun facts about hearts. Ooh, y'all know octopuses? Okay, get this. They have 3 hearts, man. They're just out here, just with so much love, man. And get this, I recently just learned this. Okay, so you know horses, right? Horses can actually hear your heartbeat from 4 feet away. That's insane. That's like vampiric hearing, you know what I'm saying? I really like vampires. I just think they're cool. Anyway, completely off topic real quick though. Do y'all have a favorite vampire? Because I love vampires. I just think they're, 1, just a Halloween classic, 2, just so rad, and then 3, like, you can't go wrong with vampires, man. They're just so cool. Like, bam, they're undead, but they're cool, and they're like lively, but they're also super strong. Some of them have power, some of them don't have power, some of them are super smart, some of them are just really sarcastic and funny. Ooh, and then like to get back on track, some of them just like whoop, bam, and then like rip out someone's heart, you know, like Klaus or like Elijah, and they're just like whoop, bam, I have a heart. Remember like that like one Klaus scene? Oh my god, you know the one I'm talking about. If you know, you know. He is the hybrid. He can't be killed. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Back to heart facts, like for sure now. Okay, so get this, you know whales? Okay, whales are out here. Everyone knows how big whales are, right? Guess how much their heart weighs, specifically blue whales, because there's a lot of different whales, just like there's a lot of different rocks. That's right, a blue whale's heart is 400 pounds. That's insane to me, but it also makes sense because they're so big. I really like when whales, when they fly in like fantasy pictures. I love that stuff. Like, oh my god, there's whales coming, y'all. That just sounds like high fantasy that I want to be a part of. Yeah. Ooh, and then back to the speed paint real quick. I mean, the speed paint has just been speed painting, but I do want to mention, okay, so you know, like, kind of like the like springs at like the top of the heart, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a doctor, I don't know things. I googled it, and I think they're called the arteries. Don't quote me, I do not know very much about the body. Anyway, so for those specifically, because I'm doing those parts right now in the speed paint, is I'm treating them more like kind of like candles, but you know, like kind of like vampiric candles, like candles that have been burning for like eons, centuries, you know, like the really like just heavily used candles. Yes, and that's how I'm treating them to make them look like really drip drip, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I absolutely love in like vampire media, is when there's just so many candles just being lit. Like, it's just stupid amount. Like, are they going to the store in their spare time and being like, let me just Costco buy all of these candles? And who's lighting them all? Who's putting them all out at the end of the night? I have so many questions, and I absolutely love the aesthetic of it. It's so unpractical, and I love it for vampires. And for coming up on the end of the video, and I would just like to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back next week with a whole new video. And as usual, there's my social media links are linked below if you want to follow me anywhere else, and I will see y'all next week. Okay, bye bye. Ooh, but wait one sec, I do have a new outro, so if you want to see that, yay, just wait for it, it's gonna come up in a few seconds. Yay.